Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Miss Messy, and I'm coming here with the mess. Now, before I start, I just want to say I love you guys. I'm glad that you guys are here, especially my regular group, the Messy Sweets. I love y'all for sure. Honey, over here we get messy just in case this is your first time here. Join in. We love to welcome new people. Now, we've talked about this before, and I was the first one. I was telling you guys what was going on with our dear sister Angela Simmons and our dear brother Yo Gotti. Two individuals that we are highly invested in, that we care about, that we have been raised with, that we see as family members. And make no mistake about it, these are our family members. Okay, we have grown up with Angela and Yo Gotti. We have become attached with feelings about them both. We do care. And when we heard the news that these two was going to come together and make that bond and make magic happen, so many of us our heart was invested. You see, um, Angela was talking about, oh my God, you guys, if you guys don't know about Angela, let me tell you, she's a sweet little girl, okay? And she still have a sweetness inside of her. And she was married before, and rest in peace, her ex-husband passed away, but it was a nasty marriage. And let me tell you why. Her ex-husband used to put paws on her. I mean, honey, dragged her like a drag doll. Not only that, he used to cheat on her and cheat on her with all different types of women. You know, ugly women, fat back women. I mean, any type of woman he cheated on. Okay. And you know what? For even if you're a beauty, if a man ever cheat on you, if a man ever put paws on you, sometimes that make you feel ugly inside. And sometimes it make you feel ugly on the outside. And I want to know, can anybody relate to that? Have you ever got hit? Huh? If have you ever got hit? Have you ever got cheated on and you felt like you were unattractive? Press 1 if you've been there before. Okay, that will cause you to have so much insecurity about yourself, and especially within a marriage, because you have idea that once I get into a marriage, that I am safe. Once I get into this bond, that I am safe, because you know, as you are a little girl, growing up in the world, all you hear is, "Oh my goodness!" Once you get married, things are going to be beautiful. Once you get married, you have kids, and they paint this picture of a fairy tale that once you get made it, you have made it, right? Unfortunately, that was not the tale for Angela Simmons. She got married, she had kids, but it was a nightmare. Okay. So she did not want to get married again after that. She did not. Let me look in the comment section. So I'm about to tunnel zone. I'm about to go zoning in. If you guys don't know what I do over here, sometimes I zone in. Basically, when I zone into the comment section, I see exactly what you guys saying, and I focus on the comment section. I zone in. I'm looking in the comment section. They said she was a virgin baby mama. That man was her baby daddy, not her husband. Okay, I apologize. So people are saying I got to get it correct. They are saying that legally she was not married to her first baby daddy. It was her baby daddy. It was not her husband. Gigi just got out here with everybody. I just want to let you guys know Angela Simmons and her first baby daddy did not get married. I was wrong, okay? And the thing about me is, I'm not afraid to let you guys know when I'm wrong. Sometimes, can I pull you into a little secret about myself? Sometimes I get it wrong. Oh yeah. I've been wrong before. Okay. And just to let you guys know, press 7. If I've been wrong before. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. not by a long shot. But I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Amen. Amen. And the reason why maybe I had it in my mind that she was married because the image that she portrays. Okay. I just could not put it in my head that Miss Angela will have kids without marriage just because I had these expectations and I misjudged her coming from she's her father is so conservative. I just knew that she, probably carried those conservative values, but unfortunately, I'm learning in the chat, no, she did not. And that's not to say she's a bad individual. That is just her personal choice, and I get it, okay? But I just wanted to get you to understand my reasoning why I thought in my head that she was married to her baby daddy. Unfortunately, she never got married. And if I had to guess, you may say, Miss Messy, why do you think she never got married? I feel in my hearts of hearts, it's not because she didn't want to. Maybe she had a fear that if she got married, that man was going to take her money. Maybe she had a fear that what if he got married to me and what if he do me like Angela Berry? Because they said Angela Berry got to pay all that money. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they were married in heart, maybe they were married in spirit. However, when it comes to the paperwork, you guys tell me they said, y'all not married. Now I'm gonna zone in. How many shots you had tonight? None of your damn business. How about that? Don't ask me no questions. Okay. Her sister was never married and had a baby. So Ron, are you kidding me? Ron. Ron is telling me that her sister, and I believe her sister name is okay, hold on. They said, who is Angela Berry? I meant to say Halle Berry, child. Halle Berry. You know how much Halle Berry got to pay that man? Okay, it's a lot of women out here that got money. They got to pay her. You know what the hell I meant, child. Shit, okay? We gonna have a good old time tonight, y'all. We gonna have a good old time. Let's get these likes up. Right, Lisa. Gigi only drinks sodas and lemonade. I only drink soda and water. Okay, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I can't believe it. Can you believe that Angela's sister, she never married? And maybe they don't believe in marriage, but and let me ask you guys this before I get it wrong. Angela Simmons' father, is he a pastor? Okay. Is Angela Simmons' father is a pastor? Okay. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, they really don't believe in marriage. Okay. Ron says that Vanessa is her sister's name. So Vanessa and Angela, they both decided to opt out of getting married and they have a baby daddy. And I just want to say, it makes Angela, you make me feel like I'm not alone in the world. Angela, can I tell you a secret? I've never married either. I've never married. I want to know how many of you guys have never married? Okay. It's nothing to be ashamed about, you guys. Press 10 if you have never married. Okay. Look, we are in good company. Angela, she never married. Vanessa never married. Okay. And they said his name is Reverend. He was a reverend, not a pastor. That nigga named Reverend. Dream Dow. You mean to tell me his name is Reverend, but he ain't a reverend? Huh? How confusing is that? Drake, so he is not he's not a reverend of a church. He just going around calling himself a reverend. I don't know if that's confusion or if that's clever. I gotta try that shit. Ah. So if I call myself Queen Messy, I ain't no queen or nothing, but shit. What else can I say? I don't know. I gotta think about that. They did opt out. They chose their man. That's not true. Her sister was engaged to one on the way, and son, I grew it. Well, they are saying she didn't make that finalization. She was not married. I was engaged too, TT, but they are saying it's a difference between being engaged and being married on paper. So these individuals, they did not marry. And we do have a guest here because I do have a video that I will love to play for you guys, but we have a guest and I'm so intrigued to see what Miss Cook has to say. So, Miss Cook, I'm going to chime you in here. How you doing, Miss Cook?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing
I'm
fine.
good. I'm good. So, I know you have a lot of thoughts when it comes to Angela and Yo Gotti, and I wanted to hear them.
Well, basically, I'm just really disappointed. I've actually watched her show, her father's show, which had her and her siblings on it for many years. So I guess I'm telling my age, hint hint. And I really felt like they were a really wholesome family and everything. I loved watching, how the father and the mother was raising them, and I loved watching them do sneaky things like how me and my siblings did, and how they would get on them and trying to teach them right from wrong and everything. So it's just disappointing. Basically, the way I look at it honestly is just like with Beyonce back in the day, put it that way. When you see beautiful star families and women like Angela, Beyonce, Halle Berry, women like that getting cheated on, getting beat on, it just kind of makes the rest of us feel like, whoa, like what in the world do we got coming? If these women can't, make these men act right, what in the world are we supposed to do?
Yeah, that's it's so heartbreaking, because these individuals, people that we care about, people that we invited into our lives. So yeah, it's sad to hear. Now I hope that Yo Gotti have never hit on Angela. I have yet to hear that report. But I did hear, unfortunately, that he was messing around with different women and someone that he used to mess with in his past that has a legendary reputation out here in these hip hop streets, that he is still messing with her. They have yet to report or say anything, even though they know what is going out here on the internet and what people are saying. But it definitely seems like Hollywood is taking a new turn. They want to be silent, almost like, do you remember Jamie Foxx? And it was so many speculations about him. People even said that he was passed away, but he would not come out to confirm or deny or say anything until it benefited him with sales in movies. And it seems like that is the wave of Hollywood. They're not going to come out and say anything about it until they want to sell a book, produce a movie, or sell something. Then that's when they're going to tell you about it.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything else that you wanted to say about it? Were you surprised that she decided to settle down with Yo Gotti after she kept on saying she's not interested?
You know what? I really was surprised about that, but honestly, what I kind of thought is that I honestly feel like she settled. I really do. And most people would say, is she crazy? What does she mean she settled? He's got money, he's this, he's that. But you can't look at it like that. It's more to life than just the money and the fame. I really feel like she settled. And I think she probably settled because she felt after what she went through with the first boyfriend that probably, like you said, because I've been listening to you for years now.
Thank
She
you.
yeah, she probably said in her mind, like, well, I probably, don't have anything coming, so I'm just gonna settle for him, because he kept coming after her. And if a man keep doing that and you're not getting what you really looking for in your mind, eventually you may settle. You may say, well, I'm not getting anything else better, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and settle for him. Then, unfortunately, by her settling for him, then she probably ended up falling in love with him for real. But the real him came out, and so here we go.
Yes, and I think you hit it right on the head. And a lot of people feel that way. They feel that she did settle. And you guys know a lot of people like to point out that Yo Gotti has 6 kids. Okay. And I feel because how you painted that picture was such a beautiful picture with the words that you did it with, that when she got relaxed and fell in love with him, was it the same fantasy that he had in his head? When a woman like her falls in love, is it the same woman that he fantasized about all this time, or is it a different woman that he saw?
That's a good question. You hit that right on the nose. I guarantee you it wasn't. And once he finally got her, I think that was it. The fantasy was over for him. Because with some men, and I remember that even growing up, they lust over you so badly, they fantasize over you so badly, because they feel like you're out of their range. Once they finally get you, I guess the fun is just over, the chase is over, and then they get bored and they move on to the next one.
So you feel like it was definitely just a chase. Some people say, how can a man chase you for all those years? He will have to be very serious about it. What are your thoughts?
I Once again, I'm giving my age away, but I have plenty of experience, not with a bunch of men, but I have experience watching, how men react dealing with, my ex-husband, which I'm newly married now. And I can honestly tell you, from what I remember and what I've seen and experienced, that's not true. Men are a different character. When God made men, he made something interesting. They can chase you for life, and long as you don't give in, they'll keep chasing you. They just will not stop. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll still be doing other stuff on the side, and you won't see that. But once you finally give in to them and everything, the fantasy, for some, this ain't all men, so the men is listening right now, this ain't all men, the fantasy is over. Once the fantasy is over, they heartless. They dump you. They don't care if they hurt you. They block you. They don't want to talk to you on the phone. They just move straight on to somebody else. And that's one of the things, unfortunately, women have to be careful of. Women have to really block their heart, guard their heart, and they have to make sure that these men are serious. You just really gotta be careful. And not only that, young ladies, don't settle. I don't care if you have to be by yourself the rest of your life. You are the bomb. You are all that and a bag of chips. Don't settle.
All right. A lot of people in the comment section, they agree with you and they feel like you are speaking for them. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to look in the comment section and see. And it says, if he was physically attracted to her, but didn't know her, she liked him, but wasn't physically attracted to him. I don't know. I think with Angela, I don't know if that matter about the physical of him, because they also showed us a picture of another guy she was dating before Yo Gotti, and he wasn't quite the looker either. So I don't know if Angela Simmons, she cares that much about looks. I know she went with Romeo, and he is considered to be a pretty boy, but they say that she was really not that interested in him. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Cooks?
Well, basically, when I didn't really follow Romeo that much. He was like just a little too young for me to follow. But I can say, from what I've heard about him and even his father, that he has a good heart. He's a go getter. He's doing what he's got to do to build his destiny. And so, honestly, I don't think he's a bad boy. Some of these women, that's another thing. They want that bad boy mentality, and maybe he just wasn't a bad boy enough for her. And unfortunately, that may be a downfall for her, because I really do feel that he wasn't a bad boy.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comment section say that Romeo, was just too soft for her. So that you mentioned Yo Gotti, what reputation does he has?
Right, right. Yeah, I basically, like I said, I when I think about, Yo Gotti, I mean, I know he definitely has a reputation for being a bad boy. And a lot of women, I don't know why, I've never had that happen to me. They love that bad boy mentality. And sometimes when it's a good guy, I don't know, women, they get turned off. They just don't like good guys. But I'm telling you, I be telling the young women in my family that's under me, like, if you don't like good boys, you better start liking them, because it'll save you a lot of tears and a lot of heartache down the line.
Mhm. Now, what makes Yo Gotti so bad? For those of us that may not know his reputation, we look at this picture and it paints a picture of a nice gentleman. I mean, he got a suit on. He doesn't look like a bad guy. He doesn't have a lot of face tattoos. So, what is about his reputation that makes him a bad guy?
I mean, for one, the womanizing. For two, I'm like, I have a problem with like rappers that have like the certain lyrics. I don't like the disrespect of women. And then not only that, the fact of having kids, having various kids, and not real that settling down. And a lot of men feel that that's not a problem as long as they pay the child support or they take care of the child. But it's still a problem, because you're teaching this new generation of young, African American women and men, that it's okay to not be loyal or dedicated to one person and to build a family. Instead, you got six or how many ever kids, spread it
Six.
out. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, Miss Gigi, he got them spread it out, and then he's got to go and visit, one child at this house, another child at this house, two at this house. It's just not good. It just really isn't.
Got it. Now, I hear what you said about Yo Gotti, but nothing really stuck out that painted him such a bad individual. I know you said it's because of his music, but what type? I'm not familiar with Yo Gotti, so I can't tell you. I just know they say he's a street guy, just like her first baby father was a street guy. Now, I know with him, I know what made him a bad guy, because he was hitting on Angela, he was cheating on Angela, and I believe he was just in them streets scamming. He did a lot of scams, as I remember. Yeah. So do you know any like a song that you can tell me that was like, wow, this is a bad guy, or you're just going based off what you hear in the streets that he's just a bad guy? And people in the comment section, what did Yo Gotti do that make him such a bad guy? If you guys can put down in the comment section, you guys say he's a street dude, but street dude really doesn't tell me what. What does it mean to be a street dude? Was he a drug dealer? Was he doing illegal things? What type of plays he was doing? Like, I don't know, so I would love for you guys to share that information, because I know you guys have it. So what do you think that Angela Simmons going to do next? Now, I did look at her Instagram, because somebody said you need to look at her Instagram. I looked at it, and the new update she has, she says, become the next version of you isn't easy, but it will be worth it. She also says my journey, and she's working out. She's focused on getting her body looking, I guess, slim and trim. She's doing a lot of working out, just working out, jump roping. To look like she's into fitness right now, which is nice to see. She also states, give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up here. When he matches your hustle and drives you to do even more, you inspire me, baby. Okay, and this is by Jay-Z, the song On a Run with Beyonce. And I think that's what people were saying, that, hey, they feel that she's talking about Yo Gotti when she says she did a text, "Hey, you inspired me, baby." But can I remind you when young what's his name, Jeezy and Jeannie Ma, when they were going through their divorce, didn't Jeannie Ma put out posts? She has the best husband in the world. She has the best father in the baby father in the world. They went on trips together, all while Jeezy was getting a divorce. So that really does not tell me anything. It does not address the rumors that Yo Gotti cheated on her with nurses. It does not address the issue at hand. It's just something to make Angela Simmons look like everything is fine. And I think she is a character, and she cares about her ego and her reputation on social media because she always want to look this pretty girl that seem like she got it going on. Okay, so it doesn't tell me much, but I thank you for letting me know that. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Cooks, about Angela Simmons' reputation? Do you feel like she's shallow? You feel like she cares a lot about how people perceive her to be in the media?
I really do. I believe that she does care about how she's perceived in the media. One reason why is because, like I said, I followed her family a lot when they was on TV and everything. And I used to love to listen to her dad. He used to have me cracking up. And I can say that just basically based off of their upbringing alone is going to make her thread lightly. She's not going to want to cause too much ruckish because she's always thinking about her reputation, even her dad's. I guarantee you she's thinking about, okay, if I do this, how's this going to affect my dad? How's this going to affect my mom? So she's thinking about all of that as well. And I'm gonna tell you, I hope she's not doing what I've seen a lot of young women do, is like you be so ashamed that things are not going well with you and that guy that you just don't want to tell anybody else that things are going as bad as they are. So you put on this beautiful, smiley, happy face for the nation, but inside you're dying.
Mm. I'm looking in the comment section, and Afro Beat Nick says something, and I'm so lost. I don't know how to take it. They said the streets are saying that Gotti got that magic touch to send people to the upper room. Now, I love how you worded it, so I won't get what, but that is a crazy rumor, and I'm assuming the upper room mean up in heaven, for and not the good, the heaven when you 6 feet under. Okay, he got that magic that will lay you on your neck that will send you 6 feet under. Oh God. I hope that is not the truth. I hope that is a rumor. But I seen it and I said, oh my goodness, what is going on? So I just wanted to speak that out. King said he don't do much that was that bad. He just like all these other rappers though, can't keep him in his pants. So I guess we got to do a little bit more research on his bad rap sheet because can't nobody can tell me the horrible things that he have done. It says Rico coming for CBS. Okay, so I did. They said Young Dolph. Okay, well, thank you. Tell me something. Now, I do remember the situation with Young Dolph. A lot of people blame Yo Gotti for Young Dolph's demise. Okay, and I want to know in the comment section, do you really feel that Yo Gotti had something to do with Young Dolph demise? Press 1 if you feel like Yo Gotti has something to do with it. Press 4 if you feel like no, that is a ridiculous rumor to divide the Black community. Okay, I want to know what you guys feel about that. Miss Cook, have you heard about that? Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm over here in shock myself. I know I heard about what happened with Young Dolph and everything was all over, the news and everything. And I was kind of, hurt for him and his family. But nah, I had no idea about any of that.
Well, this is what they're trying to paint. I don't know if you hear about stories about Diddy, how people are saying
Yes.
that Diddy was behind Notorious B.I.G. demise and how he
Mhm.
does a lot of people horrible. They say Diddy is behind Kim Porter demise, and they are painting Yo Gotti as one of those master men's that get people taken out of here. They are saying that Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, which is a young rapper, they were close at a time. They were working together. Young Gotti at a time had this girlfriend, baby mom, that he loved dearly. Okay. He was really in love with this woman. They tell me this. They said that Young Dolph ended up cheating with this girl, okay, with his baby mama. And then not only did he cheat on his baby mama again and again and again and again, again and again and again and again, Young Dolph decided to go on air to rap about it and to, you know, tease and mess with Young Gotti about it. Now, these two individuals have big egos, and it really made Yo Gotti feel some type of way. He felt emasculated. He felt less of a man. Okay. That is one of the stories that I hear. And if you guys know more about that case, feel free to hit that link up at the stream and come down and let us know, what do you know about it. Okay, so I'm looking in the comments. They just said Diddy is another one gonna reap what he sowed. He was jealous because he wouldn't sign to him. She already did. She did with her dad's son. Gotta be slept with Dolph. Dolph was king of Memphis. Okay, so a lot of people said Yo Gotti was jealous because young Dolph would not sign with Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti, he has a lot of artists under his belt. The newest one being Glorilla. Have you ever heard of Glorilla, Miss Cook?
Yes, I have. Yeah, light skinned rapper. Yeah, young
Yeah,
lady.
well,
Yeah.
that is Yo Gotti's artist. That's one of his latest, newest artists. Okay. So I'm going to play some of this video footage that I have here. As you guys can see, the article reads Angela Simmons blasts Yo Gotti for using and dumping her. Okay, this article was put out today, and a lot of people is chiming in on it. As you guys can see, it got over 40,000 views. And how many comments? It has over 232 comments, and people are going ham. I'm just going to look in the comment section and see what people are saying before I play the video. They say he only used her for a career boost. He's a narcissist. Now, I've never thought that Yo Gotti could or would use Angela for a career boost. That comment right there is just like, whoa, why would you say that? And this comment has 115 likes, what lets me know that more people agree with this comment. And I just want to know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about that? That is just bonkers, because when I think of Yo Gotti, I think of, a big star, a big celebrity, a big rapper. Why would he need Angela Simmons to boost his career? Miss Cook, do you have any insight on this?
No, but I agree with you. I promise you, I agree with you. I don't see how he needed her to boost his career. When I look at it, I'm like I told you at first, I looked at it like she was settling, but at the same time, I do know that he is a big star. So they must know something, Miss Gigi. We don't know.
Got it. Well, thank you. And if you guys are out there and you know more and you agree with that statement or you disagree with that statement strongly, hit that link and come up to this live stream because we want to hear what you have to say. What else they're saying out here about this video? They says, I think he just loved the thrill of chasing her. And Angela didn't have any better prospects at the time. They didn't have a good foundation to stand on, and that's why it fell apart. Now, that sounds like what you said, Miss Cook.
Yeah, believe me, I got age on me to know about. I don't know everything about dating and relationships, but I know a lot about them, so I can kind of read it. But that's really what I feel in my heart happened.
Got it. That he was just like the thrill of chasing. So it seems like a lot of men like the thrill of chasing. Now, do you feel, Miss Cook, women know that, or do they feel that just because he's chasing her, he really likes her?
Sometimes we do, but a lot of times, honestly, especially if somebody chase you over a certain amount of time, we really do believe that they must love you, they must really want to be with you, or they would have gave up by now. But what I learned in my age is that no, that's not true. I've known men to chase you to the end of the earth just to be able to say they had you. That's just how horrible it is. So that's not true, young ladies. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Just because they chase you for 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, that does not mean that they truly have a good heart for you. You should only go to that person if that's who you really want. If it's any type of how you put that, if it's any type of settling for you, I'm telling you, just don't do it, because it's nothing worse than knowing that you settled for somebody and then they do what he just did to her. It's nothing worse. At least if you're not settling and you really, really, really did want them and they do that, it's going to hurt, but it doesn't hurt as bad because you say, well, I really wanted him. I really was hoping it worked out and it didn't. But if you really didn't want him and you just settled because you felt you wasn't going to get anything better, and then he does what Gotti just did to her, that will destroy you emotionally and mentally.
Wow. You just gave so much wisdom. That's why we like Miss Cooks and we really appreciate you. I'm glad that you are on here sharing what you know and your experience, because so many people, it looks like, feel that way. That comment got over 62 likes. I'm going to read a few more, then I'm going to play some of the clips of the video and we're going to stop and we're going to recap. Someone says, she keeps going through this because she doesn't love herself. That's hurtful, Miss Cook. That is hurtful. And let's give Cozy a thank you for donating $1.49. But I can't even continue to read this comment, Miss Cook, because that was just so hurtful. That think that people actually feel that Angela doesn't love herself. But when I go to her Instagram, she's working out. She cares about her body. She got the best makeup on, the best hair. She cares about her appearance. So how do people get that she doesn't love herself, Miss Cook?
Well, Miss Gigi, I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you want to see somebody that's depressed and sad, look for the person that has the most smiles, that always seem happy, that never seems like nothing is wrong with them. That is the person that's depressed and that's the most sad. So maybe they feel that way because really, when I have looked her up and seen her, she never looks sad. She's happy, she's looking good, don't have a hair out of place and things like that. And so I hope they're wrong, but it could have something to do with it, because depression, you can't tell. A lot of times people put on such a good act, you just don't know that they're depressed and that they are feeling like that.
Okay, they continue to say she needs to see her worth. And then she'll see the men asking to be in her life as weird. Okay, so they say if she saw her worth, they would see Yo Gotti chasing her as weird. Now, do you agree with that? Do you think that if a man is chasing you, that is weird?
No, no, I wouldn't say that a man chasing you is weird, but at the same time, the only thing I can keep saying, and I'm only one woman, it's about 100 million of us out here, so everybody's reality is different. But the only thing I can say that I would tell my children, my daughters, is that just remember, whether he's chasing you or not, the only thing that matters is that you don't settle, and make sure that all of the morals that you was fed when you were growing up, keep leaning back on that. Don't let that go. Because if your mother and father gave you knowledge as you was growing up, they gave it to you for a reason. So always keep that in the back of your mind. And when you're making decisions about who you want to be with, who you want to marry, who you want to fall in love with, always rely back on that information, because I promise you it'll keep you out of a lot of hurt. It really will. It's I know it's old school and y'all done heard this forever, ever, amen, but it is so true.
All right. He continue on and he says, who raps about a girl being his dream he doesn't know? You see, he sees her profile. So he feels that it's weird to rap about a dream girl that you don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I feel that a lot of guys say rap about their fantasy. I think it's just physical. I don't even know if Young Gotti was serious when he was rapping out about Angela. I just took it as entertainment value, but maybe he was. I'm not sure. Miss Cook, your thoughts?
Well, I think that I'm with you, Miss Gigi. I feel like it was physical. It was all physical. She's beautiful, come from a good family, and he probably just was watching the TV one day and saw her, and he just got infatuated, and it just went on from there. It was. I think it was totally physical because, like the guy said, how can he talk about loving somebody he doesn't even know? He's just seen her on TV. It's no way. It has to be physical and lust.
All right. Well, this is our last comment that I'm going to read before I play the video. And I ask you guys, please like this video. We have over 900 people in here and we only have 300 and something likes. I urge you, we need you guys to like this video so it can push in the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get a notification anytime we go live, and we go live a lot or upload. Now, this individual, it's a lady, she says this. I remember watching a TikTok and this guy said, if a man pursues you for years, don't go for him, because a man that knows what he wants and what he brings to the table would not waste his time chasing after a woman who keeps rejecting him. When men pursue you for years, it's just out of curiosity, not true intentions.
Wow.
Your thoughts?
Wow, I love that. Whoever you was, bravo. I love that. I never thought of it that way. I'm gonna put that inside of my brain cells. That's a good one. That really is, and that makes sense.
Can you tell me more? How does it make sense that he just kept chasing her out of curiosity and not true
Because
intention?
you know what? She's right, Miss Gigi. Whoever said that, they're right. Think about it like this. It's clicking in my brain. Think about it like this. If he knows what he's bringing to the table and he's serious about wanting a future with you, she's right. He's not going to continue to chase you forever, because while he's chasing you forever and you may never change your mind and come to him, it may be another lady out there that he may end up falling in love with, and she may actually give in and give him the future and the commitment that he's looking for. So he's not going to keep wasting time on you, because there may be somebody else out there that really will be good for him, and he's going to miss her trying to chase you. So it does make sense. But if he's just having fun anyway, and he's doing what he want to do behind the scenes because you don't see it, then yeah, he's going to keep making you think he's cooning over you. He's chasing you for months and months and months, because really he's not chasing you for months and months and months. He's doing other stuff on the side, but you don't know it.
All right. All right. We love your insight. We appreciate you. So I want to play some video footage.
Couldn't really accept that or understand it. And then all of a sudden I was numb. I never understood what it was to physically feel numb. But that day I was like, I literally don't feel my body. And then the first thing I'm thinking is like, now what?
Angela Simmons for over 5 years and then cheated on her, dumped her, and then now she is broke and damn near about to be evicted? I'm confused.
All right, y'all, come on in and get some of this tea, because word on the streets is that Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons are over and done with. And not only did Gotti dump her, but he also cheated on her before all this. And it looks like he really did my good sis dirty. I mean, big time. Well, Angela is now speaking on this issue, and she is completely broken and hurting over how the relationship played out. And y'all believe that.
And I just have to stop because I know Miss Cook, you said she does not have a hair out of place, and she doesn't. Her hair is can we just get into Angela Simmons? I mean, she is a gorgeous woman. She is very phenomenal, and she's always dressed apart. Her hair's always done nicely. It don't look like she just got out of the bed or is cheap. She looked like she spent a lot of time and money on her appearance. Anything about that, Miss Cook?
Nope, you just hit it all on the nail.
Done with. And not only did Gotti dump her, but he also cheated on her before all this. And it looks like he really did my good sis dirty. I mean, big time. Well, Angela is now speaking on this issue, and she is completely broken and hurting over how the relationship played out. And y'all won't believe the heavy allegations Bridget against Gotti. Did he really gaslight and manipulate her like she was claiming?
I had to immediately go to therapy, and I mean like the next day, because it was just a lot.
Okay, so I need somebody to go ahead and check on these people in Hollywood, because I think that there was something seriously in the water. I mean, why on earth is everybody and their mama either trying to break up and get divorced in 2023? Is it because of the holidays? Like they don't want to give no presents or what? Well, it's wild to say the least, and it looks like Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti are the latest couple to join the list of couples who have broken up in 2023. I swear the list gotta be as long as a mile now, but it looks like it's getting to Angela and Gotti the same drama, because it has left the fans shook. So it seems like Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons' love story has hit a dead end. While neither of them has made any official announcement yet, word on the streets is from various sources that their relationship is donezo. And here's the juicy tea. Rumor has it that Yo Gotti was the one who decided to call it quits. And on top of
All right. Just gonna pause it right there. You know, that was a headbanger that reporter said that Yo Gotti calls it quits. And Miss Cooks, do you see what's going on this year? I mean, Yeezy got a divorce from Jeannie. He called it quits. Now this guy, Yo Gotti, calls it quits on Angela. Are we seeing a different trend? Usually people say, you know, usually the women decides to leave, but it looks like these men are opting out of these relationships.
Well, for the back in the days, I remember that's how it was then too. It was the men that was always ending the relationships, cheating in the relationships. The women was left hanging, holding the bag, and just praying that the relationship lasts and doing everything we could to try to make it last. But then eventually the ties, they changed, and then the women got on top, and then we started being the ones to dictate if the relationship goes on or not. So I guess just like with fashion, the tide changes. So now it's changing again. And now the men are being sought after more, and the men are the ones that's dictating the relationships. That's all. It just changes every so much time, just like fashion.
Wow, I didn't think about it like that. Okay, so you said now the men are being sought after more. The men are the prize more. I would like to bring to our audience. Do you guys agree? Do you feel that these men are more sought after? Press 1 if you agree. If you feel like men today is more sought after. Press 4 if you feel like women are more sought after. I think that's an interesting topic. All right, so I'm going to continue on.
He allegedly went back to his ex after the split. This drama is crazy because he went and spent a whole whopping 7 years pursuing Angela just to try to score just one date with her. And now he's ended up caught up in a cheating scandal? Listen, Gotti had been crushing on Angela for a very long time. But in 2015, he decided to make a move and let everybody know that he was digging Angela. I mean, he decided to do the whole big announcement thing. And that's the year he dropped his smash hit, It Goes Down down in the DMs. It goes down. And he wasn't shy about expressing his interest in Angela Simmons at that time. In those catchy lyrics, he rapped, and I just followed Angela Simmons. Boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons. They're like, dang, Gotti, you bold. F it. I'm gonna let the world know goes. This message was crystal clear, and it got people talking and getting all hyped up, hoping for a response.
Now, when I first heard the song, honestly, I thought it was just entertainment. I did not take him serious. Did you take him serious, Miss Cook?
No, not at the time, but I guess I should have, because even though it didn't last, they definitely dated and everything. From what I'm hearing, she fell in love with him. So
I feel like, I don't know if he was serious when he said it, but I felt like when he said it, it created a community of its own. And when they got on interviews, people started asking him about her, and he saw that, you know, it sells. People want to hear about this fantasy of him and Angela. So I think he continued to troll it, you know, just to see what will happen. And of course, she said no, but then eventually she gave in, and then it was something. And you know, we are living in a time of love and hip hop where people are purposely getting into relationships for the sake of views and for clout. People are not in a relationship because they want to be. A lot of times it's to sell something, to be clout, or to get attention, or to get more famous, or more clicks and views, to create a story in Hollywood. So I don't know if it was genuine like the other reporter said. I don't know if he had really true intentions versus she was just a trophy. And I know you would hate to see, like, oh my God, would a man really go that far to get with you, knowing that your heart is involved? Would a man really crush your heart? Like, a lot of people can't see men that will really crush your heart. Like, why would a man do it? I mean, Yo Gotti, he can have so many women. Is he that cruel of a person to, you know, love bomb her and then leave her? Like, people can't imagine someone doing something like that. Any thoughts on that, Miss Cook?
Uh, I don't know why they can't imagine it. It's been going on since the beginning of time. I remember being nosy, hearing my, older relatives getting ready to go out to the club, and they talking about the guys they dating, and things haven't changed. The only thing that's changed, Miss Gigi, is different players, but it's the same. It's never changed. So I don't know why they have a hard time believing it. A lot of the time when men do that, they don't even look at it like they're heartless. They don't even look at it like they're doing anything wrong. To them, it's just, hey, I'm living my life. I'm enjoying my life. I'm not married. I'm not committed to you. I'm not obligated to you, even though you think I am. I ain't do nothing wrong to you. I dated you. I took you out. We both gave each other our bodies. So I don't owe you anything. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just moving on to the next woman because you don't satisfy me anymore. I'm not excited about you anymore. And that's how they look. They don't look at it the way we do. And I'm not just gonna say men, because I know some women that are some heck of players too. They are serious women players out here, and they're breaking these men's hearts too. And they not playing either. So it's just, Miss Gigi, it's just the game. It's never going to change.
Wow. I mean, you said it's just a game, but we're talking about somebody's heart here. We're talking about somebody's reputation, and reputation is serious. You know, people can take themselves out of here because of their reputation. People can take themselves out of here because of heartbreak. And, you know, when your heart is broke, you never forget that scar. That scar can cause you to be so insecure. When you really find someone that's serious, then you'll be afraid, or you have so many insecurity from someone that just wanted to play a game. How cruel is that? That is so cruel.
It is very cruel when you look at it that way. But unfortunately, it's the game called life. And unfortunately, in the game called life, you're gonna have some bumps and some bruises, and then you're gonna have some joy. Just like you got the rain, you got the sun. It's opposites. It always gonna be. So unfortunately, she needs to, learn from this. She needs to sit down and really think about everything that happened in this and learn from it, so her next relationship will be better. She won't go through this again.
A lot of people, and I see this, and sometimes it hurt my feelings. It really hurts my heart that people will blame Angela Simmons because Yo Gotti played her. How do you explain that?
If it's women that you're saying that's doing it, it's probably because, like I was telling you earlier, Miss Gigi, us women who we're pretty too, we got a lot going on for us, but still, when we see women like her, like Beyonce, like Halle Berry, when we see women like that getting used and abused and cheated on and divorced, it make us question ourselves. So I think it's a fear thing. In order to keep ourselves from looking down on ourselves and feeling bad about our futures, they blame the women instead. And that's what I think. Now I could be wrong, but that's how I look at it. It's a fear thing. It's like fear.
Okay, so people are blaming Angela Simmons because they fear. They don't want to accept that this guy, Yo Gotti, really manipulated her, gaslighted her, bombed her, and threw her on a side like some trash. They rather believe that Angela Simmons was just dumb and stupid and it's her fault.
Yeah, only for another thing too, unfortunately, anytime you're in the limelight and you're a star or you got any type of fame going on with you, you're going to have a certain amount of people that's going to dislike you anyway, just because of who you are. So if a woman like that goes through what we see she's going through now, it's going to be a lot of women and men who are going to take joy. And it's sad, but it's the truth. They're going to take joy in seeing her go through that. And then a lot of people are going to, because of fear, because they don't want to feel that they're going to have that happen to them. So because of fear, they're going to say, well, it's something she did, because ain't no way that would have happened to her. She's a star. She's beautiful. She's got money. So no, it's something she did, because they don't want to think like, wait a minute, if that happened to her and she didn't do nothing, what does that mean for me? So the fear make them put it off on her instead.
Well, I want to know this. What could Angela Simmons possibly do to cause him to do that? I don't get it. What in their mind would they think that she could possibly do to allow that? I mean, her guard was up, and after he love bombed her, she became very vulnerable with this guy. She opened herself up with this guy, and she submitted to this guy.
Yeah, and that could have happened to any woman. That could happen to any man too. So I agree with you, Miss Gigi, but this is just the world we live in.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a little bit more.
From Angela, wondering if she and Gotti would hit it off and explore something more. But Angela kept things low-key and didn't even acknowledge the song initially. That left folks wondering if they were really secretly an item. But Angela eventually set the record straight, stating that although she was flattered, there was no romantic connection between them. However, fans had their doubts, especially when we found out that Angela and Gotti were having private conversations. She even invited him to the launch party of her brand Foofy, and they were photographed together at the event. That certainly fueled the rumor mill, but Angela swiftly shut it down again, making it clear that his attendance at her event didn't mean that they were going to be together or anything like that.
Yeah, he came to my event.
We saw he gave you some flowers.
Yeah, they were really nice.
So y'all not together in it?
No.
He shot his shot though.
He's a nice guy, and I'm flattered by everything, but we're not.
Yeah, he said he was.
In a few weeks after that, Gotti.
Now, right there, do you guys really believe that? Do you feel that he attended her event and she invited him? What was that about? Was it because Angela, in her hearts of heart, she really wanted to see where things could go? Miss Cook?
Good question. Or that could have been it. Or once again, it could have been that she actually started thinking like, wait a minute, me being seen out with him, what can that do for me far as my fame and popularity? It could have been either.
Wow. I didn't get it like that. So you really think that Angela Simmons, because to me, she's a girl that got it all, you know? She got a good father. She has her own money. She has her own business. So why would she need Yo Gotti for money? But maybe she wanted to be with the guy that had on her caliber, so she can feel, I guess, match it. You know how some women, they feel like they don't want a guy that's kind of less than them. But I can't really say that with Angela Simmons, can we? Considering her first baby father. I mean, Angela Simmons and that guy was like apples and oranges. She was definitely up and he was definitely low. So I don't think she cares. I don't know. Maybe she had a change of feelings. Do you think that is? But then her other boyfriend that she was with, he didn't seem like he had much to offer either. So this really got me shaking my head and I'm kind of lost. And I want to know in the comment section, why do you feel like Angela Simmons invited Yo Gotti to the event, but she said she's not interested in him? She's flattered, but she has no interest in him at that time. Why do you think that is? Was she vetting him out? Was she say, I want to see what he's about first? What was it, you guys? I want to know because we knew his intentions. Clearly, he went to the event because he really liked her and he wanted to spend more time with her.
Clear that his attendance at her event didn't mean that they were going to be together or anything like that.
Yeah, he came to my event.
We saw he gave you some flowers.
Yeah, they were really nice.
So y'all not together in that?
No.
He shot his shot though.
He's a nice guy and
Yeah.
I'm flattered by everything, but we're not.
He said he was.
In a few weeks after that, Gotti himself confirmed that Angela wasn't really into him, despite his attempts at wooing her with flowers and gifts. Fans felt bad for him at this point because
Oh, a lot of people felt bad for Yo Gotti. They said he went to her event, giving her flowers and roses, but she rejected him. I don't know. Some people can see it as, Angela, you playing games. You know this man like you. Why in the world would you invite a man to your gathering, your man to a house, knowing his intentions, what he won't, and you gonna still reject him? I think that is torture. I would never invite a guy to my place knowing that he has strong feelings about me, only for me to say no thank you. I think that's playing with fire. What are your thoughts, Miss Cook?
Yeah, I agree with you. That was horrible. But I'm gonna give you another scenario to look at with this right here. For one, with me, that's just with me. I never would have ever dated him in the future. After he came to my event and I basically let him down easy again with flowers and everything, I never after that date would have ever dated him again because I would have been thinking in the back of my mind, is this man gonna want revenge in some type of way for me doing him like that? That would have been in the back of my mind.
That's true. That is true. That's so true. Yeah, but that's what she did. Now, some people are saying, well, she didn't, he just came. Well, I can't just come to her event. Anybody just can't come to her event. So, no, she invited him, and it was reports saying that she invited him. And maybe she wanted to use him to get more buzz to her party or to sell whatever she's selling because people, I mean, that was the highlight of her interviews was, oh my God, he showed up at your event. What's going on with you guys?
was clear that he was really into her, but there was a twist in this drama because it turns out Gotti wasn't exactly riding solo all along. He spilled the beans in an interview revealing that he dropped a cool $100,000 on one of his baby mamas for Valentine's Day. He didn't explicitly confirm that they were together, but that kind of extravagant gift raised some eyebrows.
Oh, was that the case? Do you think that maybe Angela Simmons was interested in Yo Gotti? That's why she invited him to the event. But when she realized that Yo Gotti was still entertaining his baby mama, and maybe she found out more information about him, she kind of backed off at that time. And then it came out that he was spending $100,000 on his baby mama. Ooh, I mean, but Yo Gotti got it like that. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Cook?
Wow, this just gets deeper and deeper, don't it? I honestly, I don't know, but I agree with her. If I would have found that out, I would have definitely moved back. But once again, the difference with me and her is I never would have went towards him again. That would have been the end of it. Some kind of way she ended up with him. That's the difference. And I'm with you. I want to know why.
Yeah, let's play.
I mean, $100,000 for Valentine's. Listen, Yo Gotti, you could slide in my DMs, you could slide. You do the math. So naturally, fans began speculating that maybe his involvement with his baby mama was the reason Angela kept her distance. And honestly,
that's what I thought too. I mean, Misty, she said it. Maybe his relationship with his my baby mama kept Angela distance because she had some interest in Yo Gotti to invite her to her event. Hell, I can't go to her event. But he was still entertaining his baby mama spending $100K on her. Yeah.
theory didn't sound too far-fetched, but here's where things get juicy. Just when you thought you had this whole thing figured out, Angela dropped a bombshell and she announced she was engaged. And nobody even knew she was dating anyone, let alone in a serious relationship. But wait, there's more. She hit us with the double punch by revealing that she was expecting her first child with—
Oh, wow. So this was before she got with the guy. This was all before she got with the guy. And that guy is so big. Ain't he like 3 times bigger than Angela? And then when you put Yo Gotti to Angela, they look like the same size. She likes variety. She likes variety. Ooh, that's a big man. Ain't he a big man? Let's play.
fiance. So
Oh, Miss Cook, you got something to say
you can only
about it?
imagine the shockwaves.
Oh.
Nope, just
He was
listening.
really upset about the engagement and the baby, and he addressed this in a song, Save It For Me, where he said, pass my number to Angela, thought I had her. Her dude cuffed her, married, and made me madder. I respected, I'm moving on, but the truth is I want her badder. My baby mama was pissed I ain't heard the last from her. Can y'all believe all that? Gotti had the audacity to be upset with Angela.
So it seems like Yo Gotti was upset that Angela moved on and got with this guy and had a baby. And he says that he's even madder now. It almost seems like Angela and Yo Gotti has something going on behind the scenes. How he's so involved. And he also states that when his baby mama found out that he had feelings for Angela, she was mad at him too. Miss Cook, what are your thoughts?
It just is a big drama. And I tell you, this could have been on Love and Hip Hop. This would have been a good one right here. I'm with you. It sounds like they're both kind of like going back and forth. She's acting kind of like she's getting interested in him, but then he's over here with the baby mama. Then he's trying to get interested in her, and then she ends up engaged to somebody else. It just seems like they keep hitting and missing each other. Basically, it's almost like this is just a love story that wasn't meant to happen.
Yeah, people are saying because Dream Doll said because he keeps love bombing his baby mom. So do you think love bombing is that his love language?
It could be, but I know most women, we don't mind you taking care of your baby, your kids and everything, but we don't really want to see you love bombing your baby mama after you're not with them anymore, especially if you're with us now. We don't want to see that.
Mm. And do you think spending $100,000 on his baby mama would have is that red flags for you?
Well, because he's so rich, for him, $100,000 is like us spending a couple of thousand. So it's not really just that. It's just the fact that that would make me think that it's more going on behind the scenes, like I told you earlier, than what I'm seeing. And that would be the problem with it. But if he spent that money on his child, I would have been so excited. I've been like, oh, he's such a good dad. But spending it on the mom, that make me think something's still going on.
Yeah, they said, and he spent it on Valentine's Day. Thank you, Dream Dial. I
Yeah,
can't hear
that's
you.
not good. Yeah, that's not good.
On Valentine's Day. Ooh, 100. Can you guys imagine a man spending 100K on you on Valentine's Day? That sounds like a winner. Would you allow his ass to cheat? Would you allow his ass to dog you out just a little bit? If he's spending $100,000 on y'all, can we keep it real? Press 2 if you allow his ass to cheat a little bit and dog you out just a little bit. Press 10 if you say no, no, no. You have too much self-respect for yourself. I want to know, how do y'all feel about that? I know, Miss Cook, I know your standards are high. She said no. Shit, I allow his ass to dog me out. Just a little bit. 100K, shit, I ain't never had no 100K. He can cuss me out. I don't gotta give a damn. Shit, cheat on me. I don't care. Okay. Child, you better give me that money. Hey, Dirty, what? Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. I say, hey, now give me right now. Shit, I ain't never had that experience. So sometimes I understand what Krishan Rock watch. That's a whole different world for me. But let's continue on.
Moving on. All while he confessed that he was still messing around with his baby moms. Talk about mixed signals. But things got weird when fans started to dig into Angela's fiance background. And they found out that he wasn't exact.
Now, people wanted me to let you guys know that he is dead. Rest in peace to him. This was her baby's father, and no, she did not marry him. And he didn't ask her to marry, you know. He didn't propose to her. But that's Angela Simmons. Why wouldn't you want to get married to Angela Simmons? Why do you think her baby father did not propose to her, Miss Cook?
I really can't say with men. Like I said, when God made men, he made something special. Because you just never know with them. You never know what they looking for or anything. And when you think you know what they looking for, they switch up.
Mm. A beauty said, I have something to say. Well, hit that link and come on down, Miss Beauty, if you have something to say. So let's continue on. They said he was a thug. Well, Vivi, he doesn't look like a thug. I mean, he just looked like an average guy. What makes him a thug? I know he hit her, which is horrible, but you can hit on women and not be a thug. So what made him a thug? Let us know.
A great guy. He definitely had a rap sheet that was a mile long, and he had even spent time for substance use and DV, some major red flags for sure. But Angela was firmly in her man's corner, insisting that he had turned over a new leaf and that his past was in his past. Or even
Did you hear that? Angela Simmons knew all the bad things he had done, but stayed by his side and insisted that he is a changed man. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Cook?
Whew, that's kind of sad right there. And unfortunately, we see a lot of that with women. Just being honest, we see a lot of that. A lot of times with women, we are willing to sacrifice and see the best in the men. And no matter what they do, and it's unfortunate, it really is. Because that just shows how much I'm gonna be honest. I agree with the other lady that was speaking to us earlier when she said she doesn't love herself. She can't, because if this man was putting paws on her, and now we hearing all of this that I didn't even know, she should have ran. I mean, not left him. She should have ran, getting away from him. Even if she had to go back to her mom and dad house to get on her feet, she should have ran. But she stayed in his corner and she went through all of that. So that shows me that she's willing to sacrifice herself for somebody else. But it's not a good sacrifice. There's good sacrifices and there's bad sacrifices, and that is not a good sacrifice at all. It's sad.
They said Miss Turner says that he was a prime suspect in a murk, okay, but he got off. People are saying or had fear of what it looks like for a virgin to have an intimate constant. Okay, with mirror. Oh well, dream. I'm looking in the comments. She thought she was different and got the same black king. You can move yourself, but mentally not strong enough to leave. Okay. Now, Beauty said that she has something to say in the comment section, so I want to bring her up. How you doing, Miss Beauty?
Hi, Miss Gigi. This is my first time. I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too. I just want you to speak up a little louder. You know, I like it loud.
Okay, let me move over because my husband's asleep. I want to wake him up.
Yeah, let's move. I can tell.
Okay, so listen, I feel that it wasn't all hyped up when he got with her. I think the fantasy kind of like fade away because you think a person is who you think they is until they eventually show their true colors. So I think that's what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you for that, Miss Beauty. I would love to keep you on, but it's a lot of static in your background. So
I
I'm
know
going to
I'm
put you down right now. But what were your thoughts about what she said, Miss Cook?
Well, it made sense. It made sense what what she said. Like I keep saying, with their relationship thing, it's just so many layers to it. It's just hard to really know. I mean, we're all speculating. I wish we could really hear it from Angela. Like if you could interview her and we could really hear what she was feeling and thinking and why she made the moves that she made and why she allowed the things that happened to her to happen to her.
But Miss Cook, and I want to ask you guys all in the comment section, do you really believe in your hearts of hearts that Angela Simmons is a truth teller? Meaning that when you ask her questions, she's going to be honest and be like an open book.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question because I feel like she likes to look good in the limelight and she likes to save face. So she may not, but then again, when it comes down to this Gotti stuff, I think she may tell the truth now because the cat is already out the bag. There's no need in trying to hide anything now. So she probably would tell you the truth now.
A lot of people say no, they do not believe her. She is not a truth teller. And I guess a lot of people feel that she still cares so much about her reputation and having this good image. And sometimes when you tell the truth, it makes you look like a fool. It paints you to be um, not what people thought you were. It paints you to, it could mess up her brand. Depending on what she tells us, it could mess up her brand. So I don't know if she want to take that risk because a lot of times in these relationships, it's not always one person is good and the other person is just bad. Usually, unfortunately, both are doing good and bad. Now, it's a certain degree to it, of course. But yeah, I don't think she's gonna tell all everything. Maybe bits and pieces to paint her as a victim, so she can, it won't mess up her brand. But most people in Hollywood, I don't think it's just gonna be so raw where they're gonna tell it all, even if it makes them look crazy. Well, I guess Jada Pinkett, didn't she do it?
Oh yeah, she did. She definitely did.
Yeah, but I don't think many people got it or will do that.
Insisting that he had turned over a new leaf and that his past was in his past. But there were even whispers about him cheating on Angela, but she remained fiercely loyal and defended him against every.
All right, so I'm gonna put this down, and because it's a commercial, and I don't want to show the commercial now. Baby girl says, Auntie Gigi, sorry, with all due respect, I always say honesty is the best policy. I think that sounds so great. Honesty is the best policy. But how often do we all practice that? I don't feel that most people practice that. I feel that they're not honest with you. I feel like some parents are not honest to their kids. Your daddy never wanted you, because that honesty hurts. And a lot of times people want to protect people. People's not going to tell you what somebody really said about you because they don't want to start a conflict or they don't want to start a war. Um, I mean, in this world, honesty is the best policy. It definitely sounds good. But do you think your government is being honest to you? And if your government was to actually be honest to you tomorrow, would it cause more chaos? I'm unsure. I think it will. I don't know. I think that you have to tread lightly. Shit. Are you honest all the time? Are you guys 100% honest all the time? Press 1 if you're honest all the time. Press 4 if you're not honest all the time. Well, how do you? I know I ain't honest all the time. Should I lie in a minute? So, hell yeah, shit. Listen, I was down the street, and sometimes you gotta lie. Okay, example: if a man in the gas station is trying to holler at you, you don't want to give him your number. Honestly, you want to tell that man, you ugly as hell, your breath stank, nigga, and I would never entertain your ass. But do you really think honesty is the best policy when it comes to your life? Hell no. You better lie. You better say, okay, I get your number, or you take my number, and you better give him the right number, or you might not live to see tomorrow. So I mean, that's nice. Honesty is the best policy. It sounds good, but yeah, each his own. Miss Cook, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you. No, I'm not putting my life on the line. I remember when I was younger, I was walking because I live in and I just realized you from Michigan. I was like, oh my gosh, she's from here. But I was actually walking down the street one day down Chalmers, and it was some guys had was trying to talk to me. They was driving slowly down the street,
Oh my
and I didn't realize what I know now. I actually was like, I'm not interested. Leave me alone. I bet you I never did that again. That guy got so mad. He zoomed up on the sidewalk, blocked me off, got out the car. I took off running back towards my house screaming. I bet you I never did that again. From now on, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to my husband. I'm going to my boyfriend. I'm busy. I never got smart with nobody again.
Yeah, and that you got to, because they will honestly take yourself out of here. And I know Charmers. I used to stay over on Charmers. Actually, I used to live on Charmers for a little bit with my father, but over there Charmers and Outer Drive by Skateland, because I used to always go to Skateland every Saturday. Yes. All right.
Me
You know about
too.
Skateland? You know about
Yeah.
Skateland?
I was a skate guard way back in the day, but yeah, I was a skate guard.
Well, I'm sure you probably seen my father in there, because my father, he's a skater, and he's always skating. Yeah, that's who taught me how to skate. But yeah, okay. All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit more.
Fast forward to 2017, and she revealed that they called it quits. Now, you'd think that this would be Gotti's moment, right? After all, he done chased Angela tirelessly for 5 years at this point. But, surprise, surprise, Angela still gave him the cold shoulder and was linked to a bunch of other people post-breakup. Now, remember her whirlwind romance with the basketball?
Now, I don't remember this. They said that she was with this basketball player. Do you guys remember Angela being with this basketball player? Press 7 if you remember her relationship with him. Press 10 if you do not. Okay. Now, this is a big, tall dude, too. Oh my God. It makes a major difference. Because when I see her with Yo Gotti, they look like the same height. But when I see her with this big, tall dude, it looked like it's going to eat her up. Your thoughts about that, Miss Cook?
Yeah, I don't remember this one. I'm with you on that one. I don't remember this one.
What do you think about the height? Do you like this type? Do you think this is a nice image? Do you think it looks better the same height? What are your thoughts?
I've always wondered, how did the short women date those tall basketball players? I always wondered that, because I like guys around my height, or a little bit taller than me. Like, but yeah, I feel like that's way too tall. But it's plenty of women right now that's with real tall basketball players and they're happy.
Yeah, I guess it's a thing. I think some tall guys like them really tiny, and some people like the same height. It's just variety. So yeah, because I'm like, they taking pictures, but they ain't, I would think a head and head would be close. I know if they did a movie together, it's gonna be a challenge. Because usually you guys, if they're doing movies or if they're doing TV shows or music videos like a love interest, a lot of times for the camera's sake, they will find somebody that's around the main character's height. So, when they're doing the different angle shots, it's not dramatically. And that's when I noticed like a lot of short guys as rappers and in a TV land. Like when I watch movies and TV shows, it's a lot of short guys because the main girls be kind of like short. So they want the look, and for the camera. So let's continue on. It says I'm 5'2" and my baby is 6'2". All right. I like climbing trees. I love tall chocolate men. I love a tall man. My husband is 6'8". Woo, dream dial. And half, and I'm 5'4". Yes, you do, girl. What is it about a tall guy like that you guys love? Wouldn't that be a good topic? People want to know. Okay, and I'm sorry, and I hope that we don't offend any short men. Do you feel that by women praising tall guys, do you feel that short men may be offended, Miss Cook?
Well, I can tell you, I'm married, and my husband is definitely short. And he's taller than me though, because I'm only 4'11", and he's 5 something. And hey, he's delicious to me. That's all I can say. I've dated a little bit of everything from tall to short, and I really don't look at it, for as height. But basketball height, I can't handle that. That's ridiculous to me. So it just really doesn't matter. It's all about, the relationship that you have with that person, I think.
Got it. Yeah. All right, let's go. Well, I hear what you said. It doesn't matter, but you hear oftentimes a lot of women say, "I cannot date a guy if he does not meet this height requirements." So I guess to some it does. All right,
Yeah.
let's.
Player Sergey Ibaka. Well, that lasted for like 5 minutes, but still, that didn't nudge her towards Gotti. And in 2020, she started dating boxer Daniel.
Okay, so this is a boxer that she also dated as well. To me, he doesn't look like the looker, but what do you guys think? Do you think that he's very handsome? Press 12 if you find him to be very handsome. Press 15 if you don't feel that he's very handsome. What are your thoughts? I feel like he can go neck to neck with Yo Gotti in the looks department, but what do you think, Miss Cook?
Yeah, I think he's handsome. I like a chocolate guy. My husband is a chocolate drop. So yeah, I think he looks good. I wonder what happened with them though, because the funny thing about this, Miss Gigi, is I don't remember some of these relationships at all.
Yeah, I guess they didn't live long. It was very short. I do remember this, some of her pictures on social media because she likes to take pictures. She's definitely a picture girl.
Jacobs. At this point, it seemed like her type was anybody but Gotti, and folks began to wonder when he'd just give up and move on. I mean, 5 years of pursuing someone is longer than it takes to earn a college degree. It looked like Gotti got the message loud and clear, and he finally started to date someone else, a woman named Yaya Sandoval. It looked like his obsession with Angela was over and done, and Yaya confirmed this on Instagram when she made a New Year's post.
Okay, yeah, I like that blonde wig she got on.
Gotti, a nosy.
And they are saying that Yaya is Floyd's Mayweather's ex. Wow. And I just say, Miss Yaya, you got going on. Her body is bodying. Okay. But what are your thoughts about Miss Yaya?
Yeah, she's definitely pretty. She's got a heck of a body on her. She looks kind of sophisticated. So honestly, I am really surprised that Gotti and Angela ended up kicking it at all, because I'm really surprised that he left her for Angela. This is like a heck of a good drama. I'm telling you, Miss Gigi.
Now, sophisticated, I don't see sophisticated with her. You really think she looks sophisticated? I want to know in the comment section. Maybe my sophisticated is different. Press 15 if you feel like Yaya look sophisticated. Press 20 if you say no, she does not. I think the only thing I can't even say the word sophisticated is the hairdo, maybe the hairstyle, but
Yeah.
the outfit, the belly showing, the titties out, to me that does not scream sophisticated. It gives me attention whore. I feel like she might be a stripper OnlyFans girl, and I feel like she's very liberated. That's my assessment on it. I feel like she smells good. I feel like I wonder what perfume she got on, but that's about it. But let's continue on.
Follower said, I thought he had a crush on Angela. And Yaya clapped back saying, not no more. Well, Miss Yaya might have jumped the gun with her announcement, as Gotti ended things just a couple of weeks into the new year. Interestingly, around the same time, Angela called it quits with Daniel. So finally, after about 7 long years, Angela finally decided to give Gotti a chance. Initially, it seemed like a match made in heaven, with romantic getaways and cute little couple pics all over their New Year's 2023 posts. Now, the relationship was moving at the speed of light because 5 seconds.
Okay, thank you so much, Turner. I appreciate that. We have to go back to the boxer guy because I cannot believe what is going on. You won't believe what Miss Turner, our moderator, told me, and she is a woman with integrity. Okay. She tells me that this boxer guy that Angela Simmons was dating was hitting on her. How could you hit on Cook? What do you feel like? I hear all the time. She's so pretty. She's so delicate. She's so small. How could a man have the mindset to want to hit on some woman like that when you know the strength is not even compatible? Why would he do that? And I think it is it hurtful for her again because she has to relive this trauma because her first baby daddy was hitting on her as well. Miss Cook, what are your thoughts?
Wow, that's so unfortunate, and that's so sad to hear. First of all, he's a boxer. Why would you even think to put your hands on somebody? And then second of all, something that came to my mind, Miss Gigi? I am so happy that her father did not go to jail, because that's the first thing came to my mind. Oh my God. Why did her father not go to jail after he found out that man was putting his paws on his daughter? So that's the first thing that came to my mind. That's so unfortunate. It's too many men putting their hands on women. What is going on?
Yeah, but honestly, I feel that if more fathers were going to jail after a man put hands on his daughter, if more fathers were going to jail, taking out the man to put hands on their daughter, you wouldn't see as many men putting hands on these daughters. I don't hear in the news outlet or social media land that a father is arrested for taking out his daughter's abuser. I don't hear that. I know back in the day, traditionally, that's what people say that would happen, but I've never seen it come to pass.
Yeah, I'm
Thoughts on
surprised. I'm very surprised, Miss Gigi. When you said that, that's the first thing that came through my mind. I said, wow, I'm shocked her father did not go to jail. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
yeah. And she doesn't come off like, and this is not even a reason to hit anybody, even if she has a smart mouth. That's not a reason to hit anybody. You guys know that, right? Just because you have a smart mouth or you get slick at the mouth, that's not a reason for you, anybody or a man to put hands on you. And she doesn't come off like she has a slick mouth. She's always soft spoken on social media. She's not yelling at anybody. So she's the opposite of like a Krishan Rock or a Jocelyn or a Cardi B. So it's I want to know, what do you guys think? Comment, let us know. They said, as many women out here this world, why do these men keep recycling and dating the same women? It's like they like to keep it in a circle. Randy, I was just thinking he looked abusive. I didn't know he actually was. They use that as an excuse. Hey, rock stars, what's new? All right.
It quits with Daniel. So finally, after about 7 long years, Angela finally decided to give Gotti a chance. Initially, it seemed like a match made in heaven with romantic getaways and cute little couple pics all over their New Year's 2023 posts. Now, the relationship was moving at the speed of light because 5 seconds after they started dating, Angela even revealed that she was open to the idea of marriage again, saying, I love him. I'm happy. I'm in a great relationship.
Oh, that is so sweet. They said that she was so in love with Yo Gotti, she was open to the idea of marriage again. I guess she felt that marriage was out of play for her, and now she's open to the idea of marriage. What are your thoughts about that, Miss Cook?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Miss Gigi. That part that makes me smile. Love is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing, and to me anyway. But man, but then when you think about what we know now, it's just like boo hoo. It just make you feel sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy, I'm cool. I learned in life just to go with the pace of where you at. I just don't think anything. You don't have to rush anything. When things are meant to happen, they happen. She also referred to him as her inspiration when she said, I just feel like he's one of my biggest inspirations. We just
Oh, so she says that Yo Gotti is one of her biggest inspirations. Do you feel that she is giving him too much credit, Miss Cook?
Not really, because if we put ourselves in her shoes, this has been coming for 7 years. And so, she's feeling like he definitely loves her, that he really wants her because he wouldn't have chased her that long. And she probably let herself go immediately after they got together. She probably didn't put no guards up or anything. She just immediately let herself go.
Whew.
each other. He's a hustler. I love watching him. He inspires me to do better and be better. And I'm really happy with him. I think he's a great person. I know. Now their relationship appeared to be on cloud 9. So you can picture the collective surprise when we heard the bombshell. But not only did they call it quits, but there were whispers of him cheating before the breakup. Gossip of the city spilled some tea saying either Gotti or Angela broke up or she's being cheated on because he was spotted with his nurse boo in Vegas last week at the Aria Hotel. So word on the streets is they've officially called it quits. But here's where it gets even worse. Some folks are spilling the tea that the nurse bae in question might just be the very same lady he was getting cozy with while he was in hot pursuit of.
Yeah, so a lot of people said that this girl, she's known in the industry, and they caught Yo Gotti with her out in these hotels, these high-end hotels. And he has a reputation being with this girl already. And we know that Yo Gotti, he likes to keep some of his past girls like in his closet to play with. Your thoughts on that, Miss Cook?
Well, once again, it's just unfortunate. It's just so many bombshells coming through. I don't even know what to say anymore. All I keep thinking is just That's all I keep thinking.
All right.
Angela. Yeah, it seems like he had a little something going on the side while he was all in with Angela. And just when we thought that he'd wrap things up with her once he hooked up with Angela, it looks like that might not have been the full story. Well, of course, the streets is talking, and fans have had a lot to say about this. And they've been leaving comments like, I think Yo Gotti wanted Angela for years, but once he had her, the fantasy was gone. They never seemed compatible to me. Angela will be okay and move on to someone who truly loves her and not the image of her. They never looked happy together.
Wow. So people are saying that he liked the image of her, but wasn't in love with her. Do you think that is true, Miss Cook?
Yeah, I really do. Unfortunately, I mean, based off of what all we've seen, Miss Gigi, that is what it looks like.
Wow. What do you guys think about that? That men fall in love or people fall in love with your image, your ego, but not fall in love with you. And can I blame him for falling in love with Angela's ego and not who she really is? I don't know, because in social media, so often people do not show up who they really are. They give you their ego, they give you their representative, and they play their representative like that is truly who they are. But when you get to know them, you learn that that was just for social media and that's not who they are. They're someone else. And you didn't come here for someone else. You came here for the Angela Simmons that everybody knew. You came here for that brand. So that can be off putting once you chase this image and you go home and you realize that this image is just a facade and this is not who this person is. All right. Well, Miss Cook, I just want to say I really enjoyed you for hosting with me. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I enjoyed it too, Miss Gigi. Thank you so much. I like to say one last thing, and I'm sure you heard this growing up as well. That's why our parents always said it for you to really know somebody, you need to live with them, because even when you're dating, you don't really know who that person is because you're not with them 24 hours a day.
That's true. But Miss Cook, with that, living with someone I feel can be so dangerous because of these laws. Like if I invited a guy in and he lived with me over 30 days, I can't kick him out now, can I?
Oh, wow. You know what? I am so glad that I'm older and I'm not in this dating world no more. It's too much going on out here in this dating world. All I can say is for all the young ladies out there, I love you, even though I don't know you. And I'm praying for y'all because this is truly a new world out here. And I'm just thankful I don't have to play out in it anymore.
You're right. You're right, Miss Cook. All right. Well, I thank you so much. You've been a blessing. I'm going to put you down. Yeah. So if you got GG facts, people fall in love with the idea of the person, but not the person who they are. Yeah. And I want to know if you live with a person 30 days, after 30 days, and you had mail coming to the house, that person cannot kick you out, right? This is what I hear. So you just got to be careful. I don't know. I don't know how you guys will work that out. Maybe he lives with you for a week and then kick him out. So I enjoyed you guys. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna prepare for another live that's gonna come soon. So I will appreciate you guys if you guys could join me on my other live, and I will see you guys on another video. DJ, where is the beat?